It was a crisp Sunday morning in Atherton, the kind where the California sun filters through floor-to-ceiling windows, turning everything golden. I was in my home office, overlooking the bay, sipping black coffee and reviewing acquisition deals for my cybersecurity firm. The twins, now 14, were scattered around the house, Alex tinkering with his drone in the garage, Sophia practicing piano in the sunroom. Life felt solid, unbreakable, like the fortress I'd built brick by brick. Then the security gate buzzed. I glanced at the camera feed on my tablet, expecting a neighbor or delivery. My breath caught. There they were, my ex-husband, Derek Ellis, flanked by his parents, Victor and Evelyn Ellis, and a slick-suited man clutching a briefcase. 14 years since they'd erased us from their lives. And now they stood at my gate, faces expectant, as if time had healed their betrayal. My hands trembled as I hit the intercom. "Wrong address," I said, voice steady despite the storm inside. "Emily, please," Derek's voice crackled. Unchanged, still laced with that false charm. "We need to talk. It's about the kids. The kids. Not our grandchildren. Not Alex and Sophia. Just the kids." Rage simmered low in my gut, but curiosity won. Knowledge had always been my weapon. 5 minutes, I snapped, buzzing them in. I met them in the formal living room, the one with vaulted ceilings and original Warhols on the walls, designed to impress or intimidate. I didn't change out of my yoga pants and Harvard sweatshirt. Let them see I didn't need armor for this. They filed in, eyes darting greedily at the crystal chandelier, the marble floors, the panoramic view that screamed success. Victor cleared his throat, his once imposing frame now stooped with age. "You've done well for yourself, Emily." An understatement. Dripping with envy. I'd clawed my way from nothing to a $4 billion empire while they frittered away their old Boston money. "What do you want?" I asked, arms crossed, not offering seats. Evelyn perched on the edge of the sofa anyway, her pearls clutching her neck like a noose. Derek avoided my eyes, studying the Persian rug. "We're here about the children," Evelyn said, her voice quivering with rehearsed emotion. "We want to be part of their lives." Laughter bubbled up, sharp and bitter. "Part of their lives? You mean after pretending they didn't exist for 14 years? The lawyer, Harlan Brooks, interjected smoothly. "My clients are seeking shared custody. It's time to heal old wounds." The words hung in the air like smoke, choking me. Shared custody. After they'd slammed every door, ignored every plea. Memories flooded back, the divorce papers served at 7 months pregnant. Their cold dismissal in that Boston law firm. "These children have no claim to the Ellis name," Evelyn had sneered then, her eyes never meeting my belly. Victor had nodded. "Clean break. Start over somewhere else." Derek, spineless as ever, had mumbled, "It's for the best." I'd been 22, fresh out of MIT on scholarships. No family but the foster system I'd escaped. Love had blinded me to their snobbery, their whispers about my lack of pedigree. The twins' birth was a blur of pain, emergency C-section. Sophia in distress. Alex following weekly, from the hospital bed. I'd called Derek, hormones raging, hoping fatherhood would crack his facade. His number was disconnected. Those early months in a dingy Dorchester studio were hell. Days coding freelance gigs, nights waitressing, the babies with a sketchy neighbor. Sleep was a myth, ramen my staple. But the real torment was the nights, Alex colicky, wailing, Sophia's wide eyes seeming to accuse me of failing. I'd rock them both, tears streaming, vowing they'd never know this helplessness. 6 months in, rock bottom hit. The twins spiked fevers. The ER bill drained my last dime. Swallowing pride, I called the Ellis estate. Evelyn's voice in the background, if it's that girl. Hang up. I begged anyway. They're sick. Please. Just this once for them. Click. Dead air. That night, cradling my feverish babies in that freezing apartment, something snapped. Pain hardened into resolve. No saviors were coming. It was us against the world. I promise, I whispered as they drifted off. You'll never feel unwanted. I'll make us unbreakable. Looking back from my Bayview perch, that desperation feels like another life. But it forged me, turned rejection into fuel. The Elises thought they'd discarded trash. They had no idea they'd created steel. Leaving Boston wasn't escape, it was strategy. Sophia, then 3, asked why we had no Christmas tree like the neighbors. Staring at our bare walls, the city's skyscrapers looming like Ellis taunts, I knew we had to go. A recruiter pinged me for a junior dev role at a Silicon Valley startup. Pay was meager, but it came with insurance and daycare vouchers. I packed our rusty Subaru, drove cross-country with the twins belted in, chasing a horizon of possibility. That first year in Palo Alto nearly broke me anew. The tech was light years ahead. I'd code all day, study algorithms till dawn after tucking the kids in. Hands cramped, eyes blurred. But each skill was armor. The turning point? A tech conference in San Francisco. I'd scrimped for the ticket. Wearing a thrift store blazer I'd tailored myself. My question on AI-driven threat detection caught Dr. Elena Ramirez's eye, a Stanford prof with a keen gaze. That's sharp insight, she said post-panel. You in the field? Entry-level dev, I admitted. Exhaustion peeking through. But I grind at night. She paused, seeing the fire beneath the fatigue. I mentor promising talents. No cost, just commitment. Elena became my lifeline. The mentor mom I'd never had. Sunday brunches at her place, where the twins played with her grandkids while we dissected neural networks. She connected me to VCs who valued grit over lineage. This anomaly detection software? It's not a side project, it's a startup, she urged one evening. Sentinel Shield was born in my rented garage. Cliché and all. Day job for bills. Nights building the platform. Pitching during lunches. The twins, now 6, doodled beside me, learning binary like ABCs. Rejections piled up, 50 stung like slaps, but the 51st? Venture capitalist Lila Chin saw the hunger. You built the solo? With 2 kids counting on me, I replied. Her grin, that's why it'll thrive. The $400,000 seed felt like a fortune. I quit the day gig. Hired devs. Upgraded to a real apartment. The twins shared a room at first, but soon had their own, though they still piled into one bed those early nights. Unused space. The grind didn't stop, but now it had direction. Every client win. Every breach averted. Chipped away at the Elise's dismissal. We weren't nothing, we were essential. Elena found me slumped over code at 3 a.m. Once. You'll burn out. I burned out in Boston, I shot back. This is rebirth. What set Sentinel apart? Empathy coded in. I knew vulnerability, the gut wrench of exposed secrets. We safeguarded lives. Not just data. By year 3. 50 staff. Deals with Fortune 500s. The twins. 9 now. Hung out post-school. Charming the team. Brainstorming features with kid genius flair. Mom's crafting an invisible shield, Sophia told a Wired reporter profiling us. She nailed it. Each milestone walled off our past pains. Unicorn status hit during a board meeting, $1.5 billion valuation. Cheers erupted, champagne flowed. I gripped my phone. aching to share with someone who mattered. But the twins were at school, acing tests on heroes. They'd picked me. The Atherton mansion? Elena's nudge. Claim your wins. $10 million made me queasy till I envisioned the twins in the sprawling rooms. Not luxury proof. A foster kid could conquer. The twins take? Alex eyed the pool for drone tests. Sophia claimed a room for art. That first night, pizza on the quartz island. Alex asked softly, "Are we safe now?" "Mom?" "Always were," I said. "Now we're invincible." The Forbes spread from foster care to firewall queen went viral. It glossed my single mom struggles, respecting privacy on Derek. But fame invited barbs, a rival CEO's emotional decisions jabs. Investors crediting diversity quotas. Each fueled me. Government contracts poured in after we flagged a DOE hack early. I testified in D.C., schooling senators on threats. Alex texted from class, "Mom, you're viral." The IPO? NASDAQ bell with the twins beside me. Raising $900 million. Valuation soaring to $5 billion. That night, in the unused wine cellar, I wept not grief, but release. The haunted 22-year-old faded. We hit cyber monarch status post-CBS profile, showcasing our breach blocks. I embraced it, crowns in branding. Queens rise from battles. I armored the twins with elite tutors. Menlo school halls rubbing shoulders with elite kids, not for status, but shield. Never forget our roots, I said on drop-off. But own every room. They excelled. Alex led debate. Sophia shone in theater. Both 4.0s. Baby pics from that disposable camera reminded me we'd transcended. Back to that Sunday. The Elises in my living room, demanding custody. Heel? I echoed. You mean after hanging up on sick babies? After cease and desists. Harlan shuffled papers. Rights exist. Laughter again. Mom? Alex appeared. Tall and curious. Derek's eyes, but my resolve. Derek gaped. You look like me. Like a better version, Alex quipped. Sophia joined. Twin radar pulling her. These are the Elises, I said. The ones who ditched us. Sophia's gaze iced. The abandoners? Evelyn reached out. You don't get to touch, I snarled. Harlan pressed. Petition for shared custody. The twins scoffed. We're 14, Sophia said. Not props. Victor blustered. Family deserves connection. Where were you for fevers? Birthdays. Alex shot back. The mask slipped. I texted my VC ally. Quick check on Ellis Holdings? Victor paled. My phone buzzed. $10 million debt. Board revolt. I smiled. Bankrupt. Huh? And now you want family? Sophia pieced it. Trust funds. Bingo. Derek's grandma's trusts, $20M each, but guardian locked. 30 million reasons, Alex sneered. Evelyn pleaded. We regret. Regret the market crash, I cut. Emails flashed on my tablet. Evelyn's not our problem, Derek's on your own, Victor's harassment threats. Court will love this. Harlan warned. We can fight dirty, you're ours. Fitness. Please, I dared. Air your dirt. Chicago papers? Wall Street. They left. Tails tucked. But I knew it wasn't over. Desperation breeds stupidity. Monday. 6 a.m., my lawyer, Marcus Hale, called. They filed. Grandparents' rights. Alienation claims. I laughed. Predictable. Marcus. A courtroom predator, Elena vouched. Geared up. Offense. Not defense. I handed the drive, 14 years proof. Metadata pristine. Documentation's my gospel. Elena testified prep. I've seen her juggle empire and motherhood. The PI unearthed embezzlement, $3M siphoned from trusts as fees. Fraud. Criminal. An unexpected ally, Harlan's aunt. Vivian Brooks. Email damning letters from Evelyn boasting, teaching that girl her place. Karma's whisper. The press conference they held? Tearful pleas for reconnection. Vomit-inducing. We held fire. Letting lies pile. Court day, Santa Clara packed. Valley buzz humming. Judge Elena Vasquez. Noble family lovette. Harlan opened. Estrangement regrets. Marcus countered. Emails on screens, Evelyn's mistakes, Derek's abandonment texts, Victor's threats. Gasps. Then trust drains, fraud. Witnesses. Elena on my grit. Teachers on twins thrive. Vivian shredding Evelyn's rep. My testimony. Sick babies. I sold plasma for formula. They hung up. Harlan grilled. Busy CEO. Neglect? Every moment counts because I know scarcity. Vasquez ruled. Denied. Criminal referral. Evelyn wailed. Victor flushed. Derek crumpled. Civil suit followed. Damages. Fraud. Media frenzy. Tech titan torches greedy kin. Ellis Holdings tanked. Board ousted Victor. Criminal cuffs on steps. Closure's cold embrace. Derek begged once. Mercy, we're ruined. Like we were. Click. Settlement. $40 million. Trusts restored. I funneled it to the Alex and Sophia Fund, aid for ditched families. Echoing our pain. First case. Single dad versus rich in-laws. We crushed. Funded his kid's future. The twins? Nationals wins. Viral speeches. Abandonment forged us. Stanford bound. They moved out, I sobbed. Elena consoled. You built this. Elisa's? Scraping in Cleveland, Victor clerking. Evelyn cleaning. Derek vanished. Indifferent now. Revenge wasn't ruin, it was irrelevance. We chose each other. Turned betrayal to triumph. They lost the priceless, us. And that poverty? Incurable.